Hello there everybody, it's about 92 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now then, in the last episode, we began... Trial... Former? And now we're going to Trial Ladder. If this is as long as the... Wait a minute. I think I have an idea as to why people say that this episode in particular is quite long. But let's just see if this confirms my theory about what I'm going to be doing, because usually after a trial segment we're thrown into an investigation, but it looks like that's not the case this time. Which, that's interesting. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Oh, one more thing that I was actually told by a commenter concerning the cough-up queen. Apparently she's actually got a lot of different box lunches. A ridiculous number of box lunches, you could say. Thank you, by the way, Maverick, once again. The achievement on this case is sadistically hard if you don't know what to do. Clearly I don't. You have to get the cough-up queen to show you all her lunches. This includes some lunches exclusive to getting the wrong answer or pressing. So you have to get things wrong on purpose on one save file. That's assuming you know when she presents it. Doing it right means you'll be at half health by the end of the case, because of all those times you gotta get it wrong. I never would have expected that. I honestly did not realize. I realized that she had like a large amount of lunches, but I didn't realize that she had infinitely more. I just... Where the hell does she keep all of them? Inside her friggin' bag?
Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you?
Well, to be fair, the last trial that I kind of currently was in was involving this jackass who, tried to ruin Edgeworth's life, so, yeah.
Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Wait, partner. Oh, it's him, isn't it? Hola, partner. Knew it. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall.
Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Judge got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre. You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now don't that just beat all?
Huh?
I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? Why didn't she have it? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes, you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
Cement? Well, if it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! I'm picky. 12:23 through 12:32 p.m. District Court, room number 9. I had a stroke mid-sentence there. My apologies. like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Edgeworth? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. Did you ingest poison? That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! What? It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Yo, Edgeworth, what the hell's wrong? Fuck off! Excuse me, knock knock? Who's there? Whoa! What's with this guy? What the hell is this music? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he? I can't say the character's name, but you are the you are almost the spitting image of this one character from a freaking Disgaea game, and I can't say it. Are you gonna say anything? Ah, it's you. Sir? Sir? Oh, God!
Oh. Sorry I'm late, Uji. The roads are packed, it's just me. Long time no say, eh, Uji? How you been? Swim much these days?
Hello. No, I've been so busy.
Busy, smithy, Uji, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Udgy? Seems to be his nickname for the judge?
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you?
So you're Wrighto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Thanks?
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly!
Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? You're the chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
Hello. Name's Gaunt. Damon Gaunt. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
Hi? So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe.
A muffler inside a muffler. Huh. Stop pulling at your hair like that.
Our little worthy's car, no less.
How's that? SL92?
It's really quite embarrassing even for us.
Well, what's this?
Oh, that's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
A switchblade knife? Chief! What kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think it's appropriate to actually come to think of it. We did have that one woman who wouldn't stop bouncing her boobs, so... Oh, well, why are you wearing that? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? Oh, wait, that's what you're talking about. My bad. If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
No, wait a minute, Worthy.
No! I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth?
That's not fair! On the day of the crime, I had...
You're head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean this mess. Or clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. Same? This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah! The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? I don't see why not. Could you open up for me, I wonder? Yes. Well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... No, if I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. It's very important that I am able to do this. Oh. Okay. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. He makes a fair point. Oh, come on, just hurry up and open it. Fine. Wait, no, give me control. No. Give me control of my body! Okay. Oh, finally. Oh, hey, there's some staining going on around the handle here. Alright. Ah, don't scare me like that! Oh, wait, what the hell? That looks like a broken blade, but there's a little bit of blood on it. I'm the one who's scared! Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler, small tag attached. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
You mean me?
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police. And this knife.
Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really.
Okay. Department in disorder.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed in the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
Wait, there was another? Oh.
There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's hush-hush information, RG. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
What? Objection! That's kind of a... Wait a second. You said 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Order! Order!
Oh, that explains why the beginning segment had like two figures committing murder at the same time.
Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright.
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
You can't say how here, but... The way that the judge was saying that makes me think I'm going to suffer a penalty if I press, but I need to see this.
Excuse me, special?
Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Might that special thing be this little tag?
Oh, sorry, Wrighto, but I can't say that now. About that.
We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
Well, that's quite a mystery.
Especially if the murder took place at the same time, how is that possible that the knife got there so quickly? I mean, There's some shenanigans going on around here.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler.
This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you?
See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Wrighto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Wrighto. Don't call me that.
Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. Wait, SL92. SL92. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189.
I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly, they're the reason we have a written language in the first place.
True.
Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Oh god, Yabba dab. Yabba dab.
She's so close, and then we get sued. Doesn't take much to lose her. There might be a connection with this. 67S and SL. No. Okay, I need to read more. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So, how are things down at the department? Okay. Something happened at the police department too, huh?
You got a good look in your eyes there, Wrighto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? Okay. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Hudgy?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested?
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Wrighto.
I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case.
Good one, this kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Okay. Well, we know how the victim was killed, possibly. We know when the victim died. It's pretty obvious that the victim was killed by the knife that was broken, but we don't know where the victim was found. I think? I don't know, let me ask. So, tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on what the corpse is found. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room?
You wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, Wrighto?
Can't say I've heard of it. I guess I should ask again once I learn a bit more about this evidence room.
There's something stranger about this than the place where the body was found.
5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office.
What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gaunt, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can just say anything I please, Wrighto. You understand.
Try to understand, Wrighto. Don't call me Wrighto. I already finished Devil Summoner.
Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together.
Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife, what was it doing there? I'm gonna take this knife out. Alright, I have an idea. I think I have to present this. Wait a second!
Ah, at last! An honest-to-goodness objection!
This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean?
Ah, an honest-to-goodness what do you mean from Udgy? This is great.
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. That's kind of like the DL6, so it's basically part of some sort of previous case. And this is important, why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh my god. Flip it upside down, it says SL9. Oh, I thought it was just a code that I was... Oh my god, I hate myself right now. What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12 divided by 2? Your Honor? It's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But when you turn it around, what do you get? February 21st, SL9. Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief?
Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Wrighto!
I... win? What game is this guy playing? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney?
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Really? So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Wait, what am I... I feel like, we have a problem. Did I... Oh, wait. Oh dear. Wait a minute, he said that... Wait. He said that he can't tell me anything, but what if I ask him now?
Because I'm the chief of police. I can't say anything I please. You right understand?
Right, understand right now. Whatever it is, I'd better find and get to the bottom of this. I thought I already proved that... I thought I'd already... Uh-oh. I seem to have come across a problem here. Did I screw up somewhere? Oh dear. Wait a minute. Didn't you say that... No, it does not. Damn. Where did I... Did I really... What the hell did I... I seem to have come across a problem here. I pressed him and... No, I didn't press him. I showed him... It's not officially into this case here, so I can't talk too much about it. Do I have... Which statement did I... Wait. Which one was it? Hold on. It's a fact surprising, isn't it, G? I'm at a loss for his approach radio suspect. Suppose if I could help, maybe give me data on your case. Oh wait, I think this is the one.
This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Okay. 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 I already presented some information. So he said that Okay, what if I can get him to tell me this time? Where was the victim found? The corpse is found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. Oh, there we go.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I had to present information earlier, so that way I could affect this. That's a change. There's a connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy?
We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gaunt to testify about the details. Yes! Press! Chief? The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Wrighto. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found on the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
These pauses concern me.
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief! I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See? That's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet. And all.
Can we get the information? Unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What? Really?
Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
Okay. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Ha! Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well, guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've already got one character's ID information. Give me a minute. I just skipped it by accident. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. This is the only information I have about an ID number, so I think this is probably... Yeah, there it is. ID number 5842189. Okay, give me the ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Oh, sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Oh, of course not. He won't tell me their name, after all.
Oh, we keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go up getting your hopes up. The number is... 5842189.
Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. Oh, it drives me nuts.
8, 2... I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right. 54821 54821 5 Oh, god damn it. 58421. Damn it. I got the 8 and the 4 mixed up.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
The ID number of the victim at the police department. 5842189. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does! I think. Meaning... It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
This! Witness!
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho! Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Wrighto! Personal IDs are top secret.
Well, Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Objection!
What? Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? How is that even possible?
Sharp as a tack, Wrighto, sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time.
Objection!
What the fuck? That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location. Ow! Order, for God's sake, Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait! Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. The grave error? Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours.
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? That freaking goofy looking officer dude? Wait, aha!
That dude! Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? His hand is bandaged! His fucking hand is bandaged! I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Why did your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. Why? Because he sounded like Krillin? No, because he sounded like a poorly imitated Krillin. Oh.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
Objection!
But sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... Good God. Do something.
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Well, it's, Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in the court before the trial. This report wasn't on the list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wrighto over here. Good job, Wrighto, my boy.
Huh? I was just doing my job? No. No! Okay. It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth? Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time. Really.
You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for him in this scenario here.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Good God, Edgeworth just can't catch a break. Also, that's a short one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, oh yeah, this is gonna be, pretty particularly wild. Ironically, though, because of this, I think I've actually got time to finish editing another project video that I've been desperately needing to finish up, so I'm going to end this episode here, and if I can get it done, there will be another video, not Ace Attorney-wise, but there will be another video coming up later today. Hopefully. I just have to make sure that I can get it done. But anyway, this chief of police guy kind of worries me, honestly. I don't know. Maybe it was just that split moment, or the couple of moments where he seemed extremely, somewhat sinister. I don't know. But just, oh god, his everything about him just screams like, okay, there's something up with this guy. There's clearly something up with this dude. And honestly, I'm kind of upset that we're just seeing Edgeworth just get screwed over so badly right now. But then again, it is kind of his fault for not listening to Meekins. But then again, I feel like part of it might be Meekins' fault because of the fact that the evidence technically was relevant to the case. But there's fault on both sides. I think Edgeworth definitely needs to work a little bit on his temper sometimes. But, yeah. I apologize for the shortness of today's episode. But I will try to get a bonus video up later today. But anyway, if you all like this, be sure to let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. And now I know how this is going to play out. It looks like there's going to be 2 trial segments and then an investigation. Which means this is going to be significantly longer than I ever thought. Fantastic! Thank you all so much for watching, and I will definitely see all of you guys in the next video. That dude scares me.